The purpose of this video is to show you how you can add video content and textbook links and things like that into your assignments. Especially if you are an online course or a hybrid course, it's nice to have access to some of those things. So I am going to enter one of my many copy Math 187 shells. When I do that, the first thing I want to show you is the amount of resources you have available to you in MyMathLab. So this tab on the home screen that says Video and Resource Library, I find super useful. If I click on that, it gives me this menu of things that I can look up. So I'm going to first pick a chapter, focus on our chapter 1, which is chapter 5 in the book, the beginning of the trig sections, and I'm just going to leave it all sections. And notice I have lots of things I could select here specifically. I'm just going to have it select all and see what's available for chapter 5. When I scroll down, I can see all of the different things that I can look at. Notice there's an animation for a couple of topics, and interactive figures over there for a couple of topics, and you can totally play with those, knock yourself out, and see what those are if you find those useful. This is where, like, I don't carry the textbook with me back and forth, but if I want to look at extra questions in the textbook, I can access each section of the textbook here. You can also link those into your assignments if you'd like. Notice there's PowerPoints. I'm pretty sure you can link those into your assignments, but we'll look when we get there. And I will tell you the notes that I put in there, and I can't claim total ownership over them. I had other instructors that helped with that. So the notes that we have put in your course pretty much came from those PowerPoints. I may have altered a few things, but a lot of it came from there. There are section lecture videos. So and there's times associated with them. You can kind of see how long they are. So for each section, there is a video that goes along with it. Now that does not match the notes that I've created. They're kind of close. They cover the same topics. I use the book to create my notes. They use the book to create their videos. So they're aligned, but a student wouldn't sit with my notes and sit with the video and be able to fill them out like they would in class. The notes that I've created, I'm using in an in-person class and will be teaching from. These videos are just also available for students. And then you see this huge list of videos. All this is individual examples from the section video lectures. So if you just wanted them to watch one particular topic and not the entire thing, you could have them go there. Now I will show you when I click on this and this video starts, that pops up. So it looks like there's a title and then 4 examples for objective 1, and then a title and 2 examples for objective 2. So a student can hop through and start it anywhere. I will tell you these videos were made in like 1992. Yeah, and they're old. The math is solid, but they're old. They're not fabulous, but you know, they're done for you. So you have access to all of that. That's how an easy way for you to get in and look at it. Now, if you were wanting to sort of add these to some of your homework assignments, then I want to go back to my home menu and click on Instructor Tools. So that was in the Video Resource Library or something, whatever it was called. And I'm going to go into my Assignment Manager, which of course looks different. If you watch the other video, it looks different maybe than what's going to look for you on the first time on your screen. This is the new view. You can click it or just go from there. I'm going to click on these first 3 dots for assignment 1 and click edit. Now I go into select media and questions. So I'm going to specifically look, I don't want all of the questions in the entire textbook. I'm going to look at section 5, and I'm looking at, I want 5.1 specifically, and I'll just leave it all objectives. But instead of selecting from the question bank, I want to select from the media bank. And here is where I have links to, the first one is maybe the PowerPoint. I'm actually not sure what the first one is. It's not a video. What is this? Oh, yeah, it's the PowerPoint. So if you wanted to put the PowerPoint in your assignment, you could. You'd click on that and hit add, and it would put it in with the questions. There's also, this is that first video, that 16-minute video. I'm going to go ahead and just hit add. And then this is the textbook link, and I might want to hit add. I don't put these in my homework assignments because my class is in person. I let my students know where they can find them. Notice they're going to be here at the bottom, and I'm going to slide them up to the top. There's probably an easier way of what happens if I just hit sort all. Okay, there they go. They went up to the top. And then I'm going to hit save and assign. So now in that assignment 1, I have linked a video and the textbook link for them as a resource. Now you can require them in some capacity, and perhaps the textbook would be better for the students to go through with the notes that I've created rather than the video, but that's totally up to you. You might want to look at it. I'm going to hit preview now so you can see what this looks like. So notice from a student's perspective, here's their 25 questions, and then the video and the homework link are over here. Now there's a couple issues with this. One is, notice it's worth a point. This homework, it says 0 out of 27 points up at the top, current score. A lot of times students just get into the questions and they complete the questions. Once I open this question, this first question, I'm going to go through and have access to all the questions, but I will never again see that link to the book. So I go through and I do all 25 questions and I get 25 out of 27 points, and the student's like, I got 100%, but it says I'm missing 2. Well, the 2 points that it's missing is the, come on now, is, why won't this stay open? The 2 points it's missing is the textbook and the video lecture. Now it gives you the point the moment you open it. So however you want to handle that is sort of up to you. If you want to include these or not include these, I don't include them. I'm in an in-person class. The student has, let me go back into another question. Beware, the student has access. There is this get help. I can help me solve this, view an example, or if I hit get more help, they have access to the video and the textbook within every homework question. And when I hit the textbook or the video, it's actually linked to the objective that would help them with this particular question. So my students already have access to those things, so I don't put them in my assignments. But if you were potentially teaching this as an online or a hybrid, you might want them to do that. The other thing you could do is, instead of adding it to your homework, you could go in and hit create and create a homework. And maybe this homework is just the 5.1 video. And then I come in here and I find that one video, and the only thing in it is the 5.1 video, right? I click all this stuff, find the entire video, and hit add, and then choose my settings or whatever. I'm just gonna hit save because I'm not assigning that. But now you would have, it's gonna show up at the bottom of my list. I have a separate link for a 5.1 video, and then you could decide, you could make it worth points or not worth points, or worth 1 point, right? I don't know, however you want to do that. I just wanted you to be aware that these things exist and you can use them in your course if you feel like that would be helpful.